And exactly, speaking about that, you're going to talk to us about the Ivorian football star, Emmanuel Eboué.
Oui, oui. Bonjour à tous.
Yes, hello to everyone. Welcome to this Sports Chronique. I'm Serge Kofi. This week, most of us have, without doubt, been surprised by this footballer, Emmanuel Eboué. His story has made us sad indeed. A rapid return to the past. Emmanuel Eboué is a player and also an Ivorian international figure who featured in European clubs like Sunderland, Galatasaray and Arsenal. In an interview last week, the player told the Daily Mirror how he has lost everything in divorce after his wife left him, and how this has also led to almost committing suicide. This issue has moved the world, including his former club, Galatasaray, who responded first to his distress call, and today Arsenal and other clubs said it's also ready to help.
Alors, Barbara, le cas d'Emmanuel Eboué.
According to several surveys, there are approximately 2 or more footballers who ruin their careers like this. Christian Vieri is one of them. Spent featuring in large European teams like Inter Milan, AC Milan, Lazio, Atletico Madrid. The former striker lost almost 16 million euros in making wrong choices in real estate company. He also lost a lot of money to betting and also had a lot of relationships that complicated his life. And then you also recall Scottie Pippen. He was a 6-time champion with the Chicago Bulls. Today, one wonders what is left of the $110 million earned in 17 years of his career, notably under the jersey of the Chicago Bulls. The answer is that he invested in wrong business, a strong sense of excessiveness. In the third example of athletes who went bankrupt is the Cameroonian Eric Djemba. He was part of the Cameroonian footballers who earned the most in their careers. Djemba, when he joined Manchester United, he received 10 times the salary he was getting at Nantes. Unfortunately, the immaturity and the expenses of luxury and his bad management have plunged him into bankruptcy. The former Indomitable Lion is personal bankrupt today.
Selon une enquête,
as earlier said, footballer ruined 5 years after the end of their career. We talked to Stephen Levin, editor-in-chief of the Africa Top Sport, the first portal on African football, what could be done to change such scenarios. And here is it.
Qui est rédacteur en chef de Africa Top Sport.
And giving his response, we actually came to understand on what could be done and what are the reasons that leads to this. Have a look.
It is very important for young players to surround themselves with the right people from the beginning of their career. Oftentimes, they are agents who only negotiate transfers and collect their commission, while other agents normally act as educators for players, particularly in terms of their communication and management of their finances. Sometimes, players forget that a football career lasts an average of 10 years on the field and nearly 30 to 40 years to live life. So, it is very important for players to plan their post-career life where you can still have more huge cars or even big houses. Finally, it is very important to alert players to invest while they still earn a lot of money in other sectors of activities such as real estate, telecom, or even in sports. These will help them earn money even after their careers.
So what you're telling us, Serge, is that this high level of athletes are actually expected to fail at the end of their careers?
Évidemment, non.
Obviously, as Stephen Levin said, the most important thing is to invest to ensure a future, and other sportsmen are doing better than that. Let us take an example that sticks well to us. I know that you think of the same person as me. It is George Weah, who just won the presidential election in Liberia. Actually, he's a big star in terms of African football. Weah took a positive initiative when he joined politics in 2005. He was directly referred to presidency to his beloved country, failing in the second round phase to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. 9 years later, in 2014, he took a discreet contrast in beating the son of his former opponent, Robert Sirleaf, to become a senator. Today, he has placed his most most beautiful goal in becoming the president of Liberia, a beautiful example of reconversion for athletes whose career on the ground is relatively short. It is all for the Chronique, for this week Chronique. Till next week, I'm Saj Kofi. Goodbye.